The NFL playoffs have arrived, and you are in the jungle. I've got 3 bets for the wild card round inside. See you there. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the jungle. NFL playoffs are here. I've got 3 plays for you in the wild card round, but if you want the full kit and caboodle, if you want to roll with everything that jungle members and I are rolling with this weekend and every day, go to silverbackjungle.com, click Become a Jungle Member, or text that number on your screen, and my full betting card gets texted to your phone every single day, along with access to our members-only Discord, as well as a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine. I love that word, opine. I say it all the time. On any other game that you're considering betting. At the conclusion of our last play, every day we recap all things that happen in the jungle over on X at Silverback Betting. So give me a follow over there. Let's cook. Play 1, Chargers -2.5 against the Texans, currently -120 over on FanDuel. You know, the Chargers are the only road favorite this entire weekend, and there's good reason why. They've played awesome football on the road this season, covering most of them, 7-2 against the spread on the road this year. They've covered 6 out of 7 as a road favorite. The Texans have been in a free fall, as we know. When it comes to point differential against playoff teams this year, Houston is -66, worse than any team in the postseason, AFC or NFC. Houston also is worse than anyone in the NFL at covering wide receivers. They give up 1.48 touchdowns per game to the wide receiver position, worst in football. I think Justin Herbert, with a strong run game and the best defense in the NFL in terms of points allowed per game, will be able to manage that better than C.J. Stroud will, a Texans team that's kind of fallen apart. I like the Chargers a lot, -2.5. Play number 2, and allow me to make the case here before you get silly in the comments, because this will not be a popular pick, but I like it very much. It's the Green Bay Packers +5.5. Now, this line has moved all over from 4 to 5.5. I locked it in for 5.5 over on Rebet, and there's a bunch of reasons why I like it. Number 1, Green Bay, 5th in offense, 5th in defense on the season against the 3rd most difficult schedule in the NFL, Philadelphia. And no, I'm not saying they're not a great team. They are a great team, but they have the 31st most difficult schedule in the NFL this season, the 2nd easiest next to only the Commanders. Now, Green Bay, when you look at who they've lost to, and I throw that Bears, that last week of the season, that Bears is an outlier loss to me. Look at their only other 5 losses. Their other 5 losses this season have come to only teams who are 14-3 or better on the season. Now, and take that into consideration, but also in those losses, they haven't lost any. They've only lost 1 game of more than 5 points this season. That was to the Lions by 10. So the spread of 5.5, they only haven't covered once the entire year, and it was against the Lions. When they've stepped up in class, they've matched the physicality of all the teams that they've played, and they never have gotten blown out. I think Green Bay keeps us at least close enough for a 5.5-point cover. Play number 3, Terry McLaurin, Washington Commanders. We're going over 59.5 receiving yards. I think that's a low line for him. It's currently -110 over on BetMGM. Over this in 5 of his last 6 games. Now, Tampa Bay gives up the 4th most passing yards in the NFL because they rely heavily on stopping the run. That's their primary focus on defense, is stopping the run. This has the highest over-under total at 50.5 of any of the games this weekend. The book's expected to be a high-scoring game, so do I. Washington really can't stop anyone either. Jaden Daniels is going to have to keep pace with Baker Mayfield-led offense. He'll have to find Terry McLaurin for at least 60 yards. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these plays and the other picks that you like, and I'll see you for the divisional round with a little more money in your pocket.